What up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Anybody watching this video who doesn't know my name's Dustin. Dustin Wareham to be exact. I'm currently 38 years old and I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Today's date. What is today's date? Today is Tuesday, March the 24th, 2020. And I decided today was a good day to start a journal. I figured today was as good a day as any to kind of start an online journal. I don't know when I'll post this to YouTube or post this to other streaming sites, but today ultimately is the day I figured I'd start this. There's a lot going on in the world. So this video won't be too long. I'll just kind of explain why I'm starting this. But for the most part, there's a lot going on in the world right now. 2020 has been off to a hell of a start. We started off the year, we had some crazy fires in Australia. They started in 2019. They continued into 2020. Just some crazy bushfires. After that, we had America and Iran kind of threatening each other with war. America assassinating one of their generals after one of their embassies was attacked in Iraq, and that really escalated really fast, and it looked like it could be the onset of potentially a big war, maybe even World War III, and that's kind of calmed down a little bit. Then after that, we had the death of Kobe Bryant, who is arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Some people would definitely rate him the greatest of all time. Other people would rate Jordan, other people would rate LeBron. What I would say is that Kobe was great. If you don't think he's the greatest, that's absolutely fine. But he was definitely one of the greatest ball players of all time. I feel like my hat's crooked. He was definitely one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He had, amazing skills, but more so than anything, he had amazing drive and the drive to kind of get where he needed to go and just accomplish things that otherwise most people wouldn't accomplish, right? So shout out to Kobe Bryant. The sad thing is he died, unfortunately, with his daughter in a helicopter crash. They were actually going to his daughter's basketball practice, believe it or not. So that was really sad, and that's something that hit a lot of people because we grew up with Kobe Bryant. Some of us were lucky enough to grow up with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and I guess I was one of those. So I watched it kind of go from people taking a shot or doing amazing things on the court, yelling out Jordan, to eventually yelling out Kobe, and sometimes they yell out, LeBron, but Kobe and Jordan were the two that they'd yell at the most, right? So that happened. And all the while that's happening, there's rumors and rumblings of this virus in China. Started around December. These rumors and rumblings of this virus going on in China. And eventually these rumors kind of kept spreading, and we started to see the news reports of this virus that was in China and slowly leaking out of China. And, lo and behold, less than, I guess, 3 months, because like I said, the rumors started in December. So we're okay, January, February, March. We're now, March 24th. So approximately 3 months. And this virus has now kind of circled the planet. It hasn't caused the most amount of deaths at this particular moment. As of right now, this particular time and day, the cases that we know of, there are 418,002 cases, but there are close to 19,000 deaths. So right now there are 18,601 deaths. So it's just starting to kind of pick up steam and starting to trickle. Now, what is happening because of this is there are a lot of cities or a lot of countries in the world that are using emergency planning or kind of going into their emergency planning mode. Us here in Canada, we're kind of going into that, and more specifically in Toronto, as of tonight at midnight, we're going to shut down all non-essential business. What that means in shutting down all non-essential business is just businesses they've deemed non-essential. They don't have a reason for them to be open, and we want to kind of curb the spread of this virus because there's a lot of people that are susceptible to it, and it seems to be hurting those people who are susceptible. So anybody with an autoimmune disease, lupus, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, heart conditions, asthma, anything like that, they are susceptible to this virus. So it's just a little crazy, and we're kind of going into protection mode and seeing what we can do. Now, there are definitely a lot of people who think that this is a conspiracy, who don't think this is as serious as it is. However, as we've seen in Italy, which has taken a huge hit, as we've seen in Iran, which has taken a huge hit, as we've seen in China, which has taken a huge hit, and as we're seeing in Spain, which is currently taking a huge hit, Um, some people are definitely being affected by this virus, some people more so than others. So to say that this is a conspiracy when there are literally over 19,000 people or 18,602 people dead right now, it's hard to say. I think the main issue is that it seems as though this virus is affecting people at different levels. Not everybody gets sick, and not everybody's affected the same. And that's understandable. Everybody has different immune systems. Everybody's body responds differently to certain things, right? And that's just kind of the status where we're at. So again, like, I don't think there's any conspiracy, anything like that. I think this is just a natural occurrence, and for the most part, we gotta kind of try to curb this. So yeah, so I just decided, let me start a journal and just kind of document my life during this particular period of time. Let me, kind of document where we're going and what's going on. Maybe I'll do it every day. Maybe I'll do it, every so often when things pop up. Who knows exactly? But my intentions are ultimately to, you know, cover this particular portion of my life and leave a video online, kind of breadcrumb trail, just so people could kind of see what's going on and, hopefully get through this. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why most of the people in my life, if not all the people, wouldn't, but you never know. So again, this is day one of my journal. My name is Dustin Wareham. I reside in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. 38 years old. See you soon.